Facebook just locked out of my ad accounts for 72 hours. And it's all because of one stupid mistake that I made that you should absolutely avoid if you are advertising on Facebook. And in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly what happened and how you should avoid this one stupid screw up that I had. So keep watching this video. What is up everybody, Fred Lam here and welcome to my video channel where today I'm going to be acting as an idiot because I just simply got my ad accounts locked out of Facebook for 72 hours because of one mistake that I've made, and I want to share with you exactly what this is and how you can actually do your best to avoid it so that you don't get your account locked out for 72 hours. But before we get into this, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're gonna get notified right away. So what happened? Well, first of all, ever since the Apple iOS 14 has been released, there's actually a lot of uncertainties when it comes to Facebook ads. In fact, in the first week and a half, Facebook ads has been a complete roller coaster where people are getting miserable results to those that are getting amazing results with their Facebook ads, and suddenly it went downhill again. So with that, ever since Facebook released the iOS 14 update, Facebook has been scrambling. In fact, there are some features that are no longer available and there are no information about it. So first of all, with the Apple iOS 14 update, the breakdown of your ad reporting to see the age, gender, placement, demographic, or even where you are actually getting your specific conversion are no longer available. It's simply now all bundled into the total, which you are unable to really drill down on the gender or age or where your conversion actually comes from. Now, this wasn't expected at all. There were no information that Facebook is going to pull away the breakdown of the ad reporting. And in fact, even people inside Facebook has zero clue what is going on. And to top it all off, one of the most amazing feature that Facebook has is called the Audience Insight. Well, guess what? It's going to be long gone after July 1st, 2021. Is there something going to be replacing it? We don't know. But now, when it comes to the iOS 14 update, there's one thing that we know. If you want to continue to advertise on Facebook to actually get sales and leads, you have to verify your domain. But now, you don't just verify your domain, you also have to configure your aggregated events to actually tell Facebook specifically what events you want to track when it comes to advertising on Facebook. And you can have only a total of 8 different events that you can actually track. So when I actually get into my Facebook account after the iOS 14 update has been released, I obviously, in all my businesses, we verified the domain and actually got the aggregated event in place. Now, one of my business, it actually slipped my mind and I missed one of the aggregated event. So what do? I go ahead, go into the aggregated events and actually make an edit on the aggregated event. Now, when Facebook was sharing with us on what to expect with the aggregated event and what's going to happen with the iOS 14 update, they did mention that if you edit the aggregated events, you will actually get delayed reporting for 72 hours. So based on what Facebook has told me, I would expect that my data are going to be a little bit wonky for 72 hours. So I was like, you know what? Ultimately, I still need to actually configure this. So I went ahead and actually configured my aggregated event to add in an additional event that I wanted to actually track. Now, the moment that I edit and added that additional aggregated events in the priority list, guess what? My entire ad account got locked out for 72 hours. hours. Now that is massive. We're actually spending several $1,000s a day in that particular business. Now our entire ad account is shut down and locked out for 72 hours, and we are unable to actually create a new ad to actually optimize of the conversion. Now you can be running video views or simply running with simply page likes or post engagements. Those are fine. But if anything that needs to use your pixel, all those ads campaigns aren't active, and you're not able to actually create new assets or new campaigns at all until the 72 hours actually go through. So with that completely took down my business, and our sales went obviously in a landslide because we no longer able to actually advertise for 72 hours. So that really threw me off. But then when I actually looked deeper, I asked myself, well, how are we able to actually prevent this? In a way, you can't really prevent it, especially if you don't set up your Facebook ads correctly and actually verify your domain plus having your event triggers. Because if you are starting out or you are already advertising and then suddenly you want to actually have another event in place, this is a step that you cannot avoid, having a 72-hour lockdown. So for those of you that are currently running ads and you are looking to add an additional event inside your aggregated event, just giving you heads up, you will be locked out for 72 hours. So if you can actually avoid simply editing the aggregated events and find work around it, that will be the most ideal way for you to do so. So for example, if you're trying to generate leads and you can simply just stack up, for example, like signups or complete registrations all into the lead event, if that is already an event that you have verified, so that you don't actually get into the 72-hour lockdown. But most of you that are watching my video right now, you may be brand new to Facebook ads, or you're trying to actually prepare yourself to actually run Facebook ads. What can you do? Well, ultimately, when you have a brand new ad account and a brand new pixel, if you don't have any of the event triggers, you are unable to have the prioritization of your events to actually run ads. Until you start getting traffic to your website and actually having customers go through the customer journey to trigger all the events, then at that point, you can actually go in and simply edit your aggregated event. But here's a way that you can actually avoid having this trouble. So if you have a brand new pixel and a brand new ad account and you are trying to have the event trigger, what you actually wanted to do is to go through the customer journey yourself and fire every single event in your customer journey and sales funnel so that you can actually put it into the aggregated events before you even run ads. Now, according to Facebook, you only need one event trigger to happen in order for you to simply have the selection of the aggregated events in the, obviously, selection. But if you don't have any event triggers, you will be unable to select the events in your aggregated event. So it's super important now that there are additional steps that you need to take when it comes to running ads on Facebook. Not only do you need to actually verify your domain, you need to actually make sure that you think ahead and have all your events in your sales funnel and actually go ahead and trigger them so that you can set up your aggregated events before you run ads, so that you can actually avoid the 72-hour lockdown, which in my opinion is the dumbest thing ever. And I was fuming when I actually saw it. But again, nothing else that we can do. So essentially, both Apple and Facebook is really screwing up advertisers in that side of things. Now, if you actually have the lockdown or lockout like I have, here's one thing that I would tell you to do. You want to actually recreate all your campaign. Because with the 72-hour lockdown, most likely all the data that you get from your campaign are most likely going to be very slim for you to actually get the maximum delivery. So what that means is just reset the entire campaign and the algorithm and actually get back into the market after the 72-hour lockdown actually has been lifted. So in a way, right now, I'm obviously screwed with Facebook. So again, I just have to wait for a couple days in order for me to actually run back traffic. But I hope that this video kind of gives you an insight and to actually let you think ahead of time and knowing that there is a 72-hour lockouts and how you should obviously avoid it. Now, at the same time, if you have not set up anything with your Facebook ad accounts to comply with the Apple iOS 14 update, I have a video right here that shows you exactly how to prepare for it and how to actually set up your account for your Apple iOS 14 tracking. So once again, nothing we can do. Stupid of me, dumb mistake, but at the end of the day, it's something that we can't avoid. And I hope that you can actually learn from it, since that we obviously practice what we preach. We're in the trenches. These are what we are experiencing, and we want to actually let you know ahead of time so that you can actually avoid it as much as you can. All right. So I hope that this video helps you out on knowing what you need to do and obviously how to avoid the 72-hour lockouts. And most importantly, if you have a brand new account, what are the steps for you to actually fix your aggregated event? So I hope that this video helps you out. Once again, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're going to get notified right away. Till next time.